Basil Cleared PMP from Oman. Not just cleared PMP, cleared with all above target. So first of all, Basil, congratulations on clearing PMP. Oman has a very deep relationship with me. All my life, my father worked there for like 30 plus year, and interestingly, from last 3 years, I have 100% success rate in Oman, and I want it to continue. So thank you, Basil, first of all, for making sure that success record remain the same. Congratulations, Basil.
Thank you so much, Amer, and I'm really glad that I made it and cleared PMP. It would not happen without your encouragement and following up with my progress throughout the last month. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Okay, can you share your success journey in your own way? How did you prepare each and everything?
All right. It's a long story short. I'll start from when my company, I work in Oman airports, started choosing people who are interested to do PMP. And so I was one of the people who got nominated to do the PMP program. And they were following up with us regarding our journey on preparing for the PMP. And during that period, I've been hearing a lot of things about PMP. I know it's one of the hardest exams and hardest certificate to obtain. However, I wasn't satisfied with some of the, I wouldn't say names, but people were saying it's very difficult to obtain without doing certain ways of studying. So I had one of my good friends who got recently, last year, the PMP. So I was asking him some questions and he referred me to you. And I'm so thankful that I asked him, actually, because I wanted someone to guide me throughout the journey, because someone who actually knows the ways of obtaining the certificate. So I decided to join you, and I think this is what do you call it, a correct one of correct decisions that I made. And to start with, I was thinking I have a month, less than a month and a half to prepare, and with balancing with my work as well, it was a little bit hard for me. However, with your plan of having the RCA, especially the RCA, in analyzing the questions, helped me a lot. And sometimes, I will be frank with you, Amer, sometimes when I see you giving me the information, like you do it, your sequence, no one will understand it until the end. Sequence of giving the information. I will be frustrated when you give me some information. I'll be why did he give me this information at the end? Why didn't I receive this information when I was doing the practice exams? Because this will help me. But I noticed at the end that you want me to analyze this by myself. Then at the end, get it easy access, what they call. And to be honest, the practicing of the exams helped me a lot. I wouldn't lie, some of the questions, I will be already having an answer before reading the question. I reached to that because of a lot of practice that I did. And thank you so much for this. I really, really liked your sequence of preparing the student for the exam. It's remarkable. And I totally refer and tell the people, anyone who's asking me, how did you manage to do the PMP? Definitely, I will refer them to you, because I'm 100% sure that they will enjoy the course and they can pass the exam as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you for saying that. It's just so beautiful the way you portrayed it, and it's my honor to work with you and to get the recommendation again and again. and to have a consistent success record. Okay, so Basil, let's talk about exam. How did you prepare for the exam? Like how did you manage the time in the exam?
Okay, so to be honest, I probably during the month and a half, I answered around 1,700 questions, and I was pushing myself hard to answer most of the questions because my mentality works different than maybe others. But for me, when I answer a lot of questions, I'm studying, I'm learning more, like to analyze and stuff. So I did a lot of questions, and I think you already know about this. So I worked really hard, and maybe because of the time limit that I wasn't like my time management wasn't that great for like studying the mock-up test, but I made sure to really answer all the questions when it comes to the exam. And thank you for your notes before the exams, mentioning that the first 60 questions are the hardest. This helped me a lot to actually not panic to start when starting the exam. And because of my practice throughout the month, I didn't, alhamdulillah, have any issues with the time. I managed to finish the exam, and I had 35 minutes left, which is, I believe, because of my practice. And I wasn't like, I wasn't even in rush, but I felt like I'm going as per the speed that I used to while I'm studying. And I managed to finish the exam with 30 minutes left. Then I thought about reviewing the questions. I started with 5 and I was like, no, Amer Ali said, no, don't review. I was like, end review, that's it. And alhamdulillah, I passed with all above target, alhamdulillah.
Mashallah, mashallah. And that's such a beautiful thing to understand. Like, can you classify, if we classified, which area was more dominant in the exam?
The area with people. I had people and processes kind of like related, but mostly for my exam, agile, which I'm glad that mostly the agile part were in the exam. Also, I didn't get any calculation question at all. I got
Okay.
actually many of choose 2, choose 3.
How
Got
many?
many of these.
Almost?
Around 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
also I didn't get any questions for CPI, SPI, these kind of
Mm-hmm.
question. I didn't get storming, norming, forming, nope, nothing. I got
Nothing like.
actually the drag and for the definitions. It was kind of hard for me, that one,
No, no,
because
let's not share the exact question. Let's not share
no,
the
no, no.
exact question.
No, but I'm saying it's like the drag and drop. These questions came actually in the exam, but no calculations at all for me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
don't know about
Okay.
anyone else from your experience. They got any calculations questions or so? I don't know. But for me, I didn't get any number questions at all.
Okay. That's really interesting. Okay. So anything that you would like to say to the people who are preparing PMP exam now, how they can prepare?
Okay. For me, if if they are the student of you, to follow exactly your plan, to follow each steps, and not to bypass any of these steps, and to focus more on practicing. Practicing is the key. Practicing for the exam, you get the knowledge of the what do you call it, like the fundamentals of each chapter. Then you start doing the exams, and the key is to analyze each single question that you answer, so it keeps in your mind, and it will help you throughout the exam, that you can analyze faster. I know it's very, very, very tough and very time consuming to do analysis, but if you want to pass, you have to do analysis.
We have
And
to analysis.
and it helped me a lot, to be honest, through month and a half. It was exhausting, and I think I shared that with you privately, that RCAs are taking time, but I had to do it to just go through this.
To go through it. Thank you very much for your time. And I believe this will help a lot to students who are appearing for PMP. It was great honor, Basil, to
Thank you,
finally
thank you.
work with you and get your PMP in 1 month after that.
It was my pleasure knowing you, Mr. Amer, and the way of your teaching is making everything simple, is actually helpful. And I came to you and I was actually pessimistic that I will actually pass, because I felt the time limit is not enough for me to pass the exam, as my company is like giving us a deadline to do it by the end of February maximum. But from the first class, I felt it. I was like, okay, this guy is like what I'm looking for the mentality that being an optimistic is the first step of starting, you know. If you have confidence in yourself that you can make it, you will do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.